That's dope. That's live. That's live. Y'all heard it. Anywhere from 45 to an hour. We gonna do this.
We are in Detroit, Michigan.
Okay.
Very close to Motown Records.
Okay. Good damn well. You seeing that? Greetings and welcome to Vybz and Try Podcast. My name is Amaru and this is my sexy wife Shana.
Thank you, handsome. And we are our essence of Serenity. Again, this is our podcast channel where we like to sip tea and invite you to the table for various conversations. What you like to tell the people what we're sipping on?
Cocoa Mint Puerh tea.
Yes, yes. And for those of you who are like, you know what, I just saw them. This looks familiar. It's like deja vu. We are starting to record 2 podcasts in one evening. So, yes, it will be the same tea and it will be the same outfit because literally the podcast you saw last week, we just recorded it a minute ago. So, we, as some of you may not know and as some of you may be familiar with, we like to do vlogs whenever we travel because it's our way of bringing you all along with us because we know almost everybody can use a break in life. So we like to create it in a way to where you feel like you were there with us as you watch the clips and listen to us talk about it. So one of the places that we recently visited was Traverse City, Michigan. Which is was due to the fact that my husband was there on business. Mm-hmm. So would you like to break off into our experiences? And also make sure that you stay tuned because if we haven't already done so, we do have clips and pictures and stuff included. So
yeah. So I was given the opportunity to go up to Michigan for getting some developments done on the software that I'm utilizing with the company I'm with. And overall, it was a really good, productive experience as far as sitting down with the individual and getting a breakdown as how things work and all of that. But more so when this came up, I wanted to find a way to get my wife on board as far as bringing her out there with me since it would be both of our first time going to Michigan. And turned out to be really great. I mean, the nature up there was on another level. That was one of the main things that I truly gravitated towards is being out there with that different type of vibe and whatnot. So yeah.
And yes, and one of the things that I have to point out because I am who I am. I'm not as cool, calm, and relaxed as my husband. I'm gonna give y'all the duality of the situation. Also, it was very beautiful. It was very nice. But one of the things we noticed when we first got there is that we was like a 2-piece domino.
That part.
And so we were thinking, okay, we need to be careful or whatnot. We definitely need to be careful, but as the days went on, we actually enjoyed it. Would either one of us ever thought to go on a vacation to Traverse City, Michigan? No, and no knock to people there, but I never even heard of Traverse City, Michigan prior then. I have heard of Detroit before. But I never would have even went to Detroit on vacation. No knock to anybody that watched us from there, but it's never been a place to go to on my list. So, but I'm happy that we had the experience because it was so fun. The people there were really nice. I think we only had like one encounter where, but we are from the South. So we know that it do exist. But overall, we had a good time. Yeah. Or whatnot, so...
Yeah, we didn't just stay in TC. We also ventured out to Detroit, like she mentioned, and we went to the Motown Museum, and that was really worth the drive because it was about 4 hours out. And yeah, that was.
And we got
amazing.
to actually be in a recording area where, you know, some of the ones from Motown actually recorded, like Diana Ross, Marvin Gaye, the Jackson 5. The Jackson 5 was like my favorite, so that was really exciting. But yeah, they basically turned Motown into a museum. We got to go upstairs and we got to look at the apartment that Berry Gordy lived in with his family. They also told us that some of the furniture there was furniture that they had back then. It was the original furniture. Even when you went into the lobby area of Motown, a lot of the furniture was original furniture. Even in where they would play back the music and listen to it, it's right on the tip of my tongue, the sound.
You talking about the acoustics and whatnot?
No, it was like a room where they would go and listen to the music. You can see where the flooring.
Oh, the studio.
Well, it was another part leading to the studio. I forget the name of that room, but you can tell with the flooring where he said that it had like holes and stuff in it because when they would tap their feet to the music or whatnot. So we actually got to go in there. You couldn't lean up against the wall because it was actually the original padding of the wall. I'm probably saying the wrong terminology. But you could not lean up against it. But because it was the original padding for the wall, it was very fragile.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Shortly after that, we found a spot
yeah.
that sold
Soul food.
yeah, don't get me on the soul food.
You
but
know
yeah.
I'm going to get on it.
it.
It was very, we are from the South. We're from Houston, Texas. So it's very appeasing to our Southern taste buds.
That part.
Yeah, and they had Kool-Aid, and I have not drunk Kool-Aid in years.
So, baby over here about to have some of that red Kool-Aid,
For the
yo.
first time in probably a little under 20 years.
Don't repeat that.
First time drinking Kool-Aid in like maybe 18 years or something like that.
yeah?
Let's see, let's see.
It's hidden. That look alone, look.
I am so shocked because I never thought I would see you try. It's just certain things he don't drink. Thank you so much. Look, you want some? You want to get you one?
Hey, that's
Good.
that took away.
It's probably been
back.
if it's been I won't say I cut up on my diet when we was out there, but now that we're back, of course I'm getting back into the hang of things. But so you really like the soul food?
Oh, most def.
Yeah.
Most def.
They had now I will say this in Traverse City. The food wasn't bad. I've learned that when we go places, because we have southern taste buds, you kind of have to not hold people's seasoning to the standard that you would back home if you're from the South. So I have to say, keeping that in mind, it wasn't bad. Now there was a Cajun restaurant that they had.
Beautiful. And I just want to taste you.
It was the only Cajun restaurant that they had, and that was not Cajun. Would you like to tell them how we found out? For sure that wasn't Cajun, because what did you ask them for?
Man, I asked her for some Cajun seasoning, you know what I'm saying? Like, just to
Yeah,
give
man.
it some sort of flavor.
They ain't have none.
And they had none, yo. And when I asked her, she looked baffled. I'm
Like,
like,
what is that?
I have a bronze pork Beneville, so that will be a bronze pork medallion that's topped with a mushroom, shrimp, and cherry sauce. It'll be served with asparagus and cornbread stuffing. And then my French touch of salmon. You get
It's not what you Just ask her for some Cajun seasoning.
yeah. Nothing all right for you, Japan? Yep. Anything to drink aside from water? Lemon? Yeah, of course. Yeah. And I'll grab you a little cheddar jalapeno cornbread and French fries if you like. Perfect.
this is supposed to be a New Orleans spot.
Yeah.
Let y'all tell it. And yeah, it was.
Not bad. It wasn't. I would give it probably A 6 out of 10. And the reason it's such a high rating to me is because it was better than what I expected.
Yeah.
You know? But before we go any further, let's hear a quick word from our sponsors. Our Essence of Serenity is your one-stop shop for uniquely handcrafted, one-of-a-kind jewelry pieces and more. We utilize our intuition and creativity to handcraft each piece with the highest vibrations and healing properties. Our goal is to make your jewelry stand out while it provides you with healing and a sense of self-love. Check out our website, www.ouressenceofserenity.net, to get the creation created with you in mind today.
And we are back. So yeah, going back to the nature, one of the things that I really liked about TC was the lakes. It's like within 5-mile radius, there was always some sort of lake, and they had a park attached to the lake. So they have a lot of state parks out there. But the water, though, is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. They ingraded their water systems from the lakes. So you get, like I said, a completely different experience when it comes to how they conduct certain things with nature, incorporating nature.
Yeah.
I actually heard about a particular thing that I wanted to do prior to going up there, and it was called the Sleeping Bear Dunes. And that was a very interesting experience, more so what I would consider a rite of passage, because it is challenging, so to speak. But I'll have some footage on that as far as how to get there and back and how that all went down. But yeah.
And I like the library. Like, they have like one of the dopest
nice
libraries that I've ever seen. Like, they have it to whereas it's different sections. Like, when you walk in to the left, you see a whole section. It's like a little area, like a room, like an open room for like anime. And then next to it is like the theater type setup where it has like the music and the films, and then across the way is like for the youth center, and then when you go upstairs it's like a traditional library. So I think the library was my favorite, and Motown was my favorite. But overall, like, I think that it was amazing. It's as if they have their own little world up there.
Yeah, it's very low key.
Yeah, it is so nice. The people were really, really nice.
Yeah.
We went to the movies. The movies was nice.
It was.
Call us a little sedity, but here in Houston, they have reclining chairs in our theaters, and I just assumed that was everywhere because we've had it for years. Not to say that I'm far removed from the days when we did not have that here in the movie theaters here in Houston, but baby, I went to recline back and had to sit up like this the whole time, but it wasn't bad. I like how, like, their architecture out there is very, I'll say, vintage.
Yeah.
Or whatnot. Like, and we also got to go to the laundromat.
I was just about to read that. Yeah. I know
That was a
really
dope
enjoyed
experience.
that. Yeah.
I do the laundry here. It's like I do like my husband helps me with the housework, but because he works, you know, what do I look like saying, hey, when you get home, do our laundry too? So I do the laundry, and I do it every week, and it can take a couple of hours to a couple of days. There, we was able to knock out a week worth of laundry within like an hour and a half. I was very amazed by the laundromat. Because we ended up having to do what, Sweetness, as far as why we had to.
So we had to extend the stay because it was supposed to be a week and a half, and then things that came up, and as far as how things were progressing with the process, with the software and whatnot, and the opportunity presented itself for me to stay a little bit longer, so we extended it a whole week. So going to a laundromat, that was definitely essential.
And then when we left out of Houston, the first day we left out, with United, they were having issues with their system, so the baggage was free. Oh, well, now we didn't have to pay for my bag.
Yeah.
Of course, his company covered his stuff. So it was really nice overall. It was one of my favorite places to visit. I was sad when we left, but when we came home, we actually we realized that it's not so much just the place that give you the peaceful vibes. It's you that welcome those peaceful vibes. So when we came home, like with our spiritual room, we actually made some changes to that and redecorated it. And so it was very inspirational as well.
Indeed, there's a lot of stagnant energy and unnecessary energy in essence that needed to be left there, and I left mine in the water. So did she. And yeah.
So speaking of which, with us redecorating, I think one of the episodes we'll do one day is about when people like to say, oh, I don't have enough room in my house to do this, and this, and redecorate. We actually got a solution to that, so that'll be in some upcoming episodes.
That we do.
But is there anything else you would like to add about the trip?
Like I said, overall, it was really nice. It was different. It was a nice opportunity, and it was something that gave me a new level of understanding on how certain things could be implemented with culture, because it really was a low-key spot. And from what I was told, that was actually one of the spots where a lot of people go towards in the summer because it's so beautiful out there. But like we were saying, it's the first time of us ever even hearing about it or even going. So it was, it was definitely nice.
So at this time, we would like to invite you all to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you check the notification bell so that you could be notified when we post all of our content. Make sure that you like this video. We are trying to grow our channel. So one of the ways that you can help us do that, which is free and it literally takes you a couple of seconds, is liking this video. Even if you're not going to comment. Make sure that you share this video. Also make sure that you follow us on our social medias, which are linked down below in the description, as well as if you are intrigued by Me and My Sweetness and you would like to get to know more about us, you can check out our website in the description down below. Also, as y'all know, here on our podcast, we like to offer suggestions, give advice. So we have opened up to doing consultations. So you can either book a consultation with Amaru or myself or both of us in the link down below. You can go on there, look at our calendar, and book a time and date that works for your availability as well. Also, am I forgetting something? No? Okay, I said also like I knew exactly what I was going to say. But also, until next time, you all take care. And what do they need to do, Sweetness?
Find some time to get out, travel, and stay lifted.
Alrighty.